Alright, your final act for this first bracket. He's a good mate of mine. He's absolutely taken Melbourne by storm. Please welcome to the stage, Jeremy Dooley.
Who's the person from Dandenong who gets drug tested all the time? What do you do to get drug tested? I know Dave's a truckie. What do you do?
Auto trade.
Sorry?
Auto trade.
Auto trade? How often do you get tested?
Once a month.
Once a month? I get drug tested every week. Jesus Christ. I'm a drug dealer though, so just got to assess the quality before I send it out on the streets of Broadmeadows, don't I? Oh, it's good to be here. This is fantastic. First birthday for Humdinger comedy. It's an amazing lineup. Come on through. That's fine. I'm not going to pick on you. A lot of pressure to do well on this gig. Not the most pressure. That happened today when I had to reverse parallel park out the front of a busy pub. I turned my indicators on. Every person in this pub put their beers down. Like, all right then, dickhead. Let's see if we can do this. You get one shot to nail that. If you don't do it, just fuck off. Park somewhere else. The worse you mess it up, the further away you've got to park to get away from the embarrassment zone. So if someone can give me a lift to Cannonook Station afterwards. Let's be honest, my car's probably not going to be there anyway, so we'll see. Oh, it's good to be here. My name's Jeremy Dooley. I don't like Christmas. That's my big open. I don't like Christmas because my ex-girlfriend, her nickname for me is Santa. And I don't know why. I thought, is it a few greys in the beard? Is she saying that, I've relaxed a little bit? And she's like, no, Jeremy, I call you Santa because I no longer believe in you. Someone last week said, oh, you should call it Christmas. I was like, why? Because she only comes once a year. And he's like, that's a bit of a low blow though, because she never came once. Did leave though. I like to take the piss out of myself a little bit. I'm quite self-deprecating. Although I didn't realise I was saying the wrong thing for a really long time. Unintentionally, I said that I was a self-defecating comedian. The last 2 years. I was wondering why people were laughing at that. I'm just saying I'm taking the piss out of myself. Someone explained what it meant to me, and then I literally started self-defecating. And all the times I've said that unintentionally. Oh, I've got a few tattoos. Make some noise if you got tattoos. Yeah, fuck yeah, tattoos. Tattoos used to mean something though, didn't they? Like back in the day, you saw someone with tattoos and you thought, shit, that person's a badass. Now you see someone with tattoos and you think, shit, that person's a barista. Yeah, you got the Collingwood one on. Fuck yeah, I knew you were a Magpie supporter. I knew that. Not the tattoo or the scarf, it's the ankle bracelet that gave it away. Do you need a break there? Are you okay, Robbie? You taking photos? They're all going to be shaky, that's fine. Alright, so a few things have happened to me last time since I've been here. An interesting thing happened to me. And look, I don't know if this is going to be funny, alright? So just bear with me because this is just a thing that happened. I've spoken about it at a couple of gigs recently just because it blew my mind. I went to visit my grandmother and my grandfather and my nan, I rocked up and her hands were shaking and not from Parkinson's milk or alcohol withdrawals. She was in fear. It was a fear shake. And I was like, Nan, what's wrong? And she just had 7 birds accidentally get inside her house. 7 birds. She'd left the door open while hanging up the washing and 7 birds. Not just any bird either. 7 magpies got into her house. 7, one of them is terrifying enough. 7 of these angry fucking Hitlers of the sky just buzzing around. The footy wasn't on, no, it's true. And here's the thing, like magpies, like you don't know what to do. Like you don't know if they're looking at you. They're like the freak on public transport. It's like shit, don't make eye contact. They're gonna come up to me. They're gonna start fucking lick my shit. You look at fuck, they're gone. 7 of them in her home. What do you reckon? Do you reckon that's the worst bird to get stuck in your house?
Yeah.
What do you? Does anyone think there could be a worse bird?
Kelly.
Sorry?
Kelly, his wife.
Kelly, his wife. 7 of her probably would be pretty bad. Just not as bad as that joke though. Why is Kelly so bad? You can speak, not him though. I want to hear him. It must be bad if the mates are being like, fuck, this guy's wife's a fucking pain in the ass. One of her's bad, let alone 7 accidentally getting inside your home. Thank God Kelly's not here. But walking up the stairs right now, no, that's... Imagine that though, fuck. Awkward. And I reckon the worst bird, like I asked this last week, someone said seagulls. Seagulls would only be bad if my nan was having fish and chips for lunch. That would be a pain in the ass. I reckon the worst bird, emus. Imagine that, you go hang your washing up, you come inside, and there's an emu in your lounge room. Like, that's a bird that's on the spectrum as well, and not in a way where it's got any, like, good abilities or anything like that. It's just a bit awkward, bumps into stuff, poor spatial awareness. We lost a war to the emus too. Did you know the Australian Army went to war in the 1930s against emus and lost? Imagine 7 of them inside your lounge room. If you think back to primary school and high school, like you got one bird inside your classroom, you were freaking out. You were like throwing tables around, hiding, throwing compasses and protractors at it. 7 emus. Thank fuck they don't fly. Like that would be just 7 of them buzzing around your lounge room. Their mating season, if they could fly, would be terrifying though, wouldn't it? Like you think about how scary magpies are swooping during mating season. Imagine that that's an emu. One of them shits on your car, you need to call car insurance to turn it off. It's not good. If they're like seagulls, you get fish and chips, 7 emus crowding around, just fucking give it a bit of that action. There's probably more pigeons though, or an angry leopard looking to punch on. I don't know. And I asked my nan, like, because my nan's 89, like she turns 90 this Saturday, so like she's not here, you don't have to cheer, but thank you. On you, Noreen. And like she's old, she has like a walking frame, so I couldn't understand how she got them out, like 'cause she wouldn't be, like literally wouldn't be strong enough to get a broom and like shoo them out that way. I was like, Nan, what'd you do? My grandfather, like, she's like, well, he was in the shed just doing like old man things. I'm like, I don't even know what that means, but I'm imagining it's just probably just staring at the roof and just like AM radio's on, he's just complaining about something, I don't know. But my nan's like, I got the first 6 out really easily. 7th one, a bit of an issue. I was like, fuck, what'd you do? She's like, turn the ceiling fan on. One bird came out in 2 pieces. And we're Maltese, so we ate it. And that shit go to waste. Is this a couple here? Like, how long have you been together?
3 years.
3 years? Fuck yeah. And you were way more happier than that than he was there. He was just like...
I've never busted you guys.
Yeah. No, he was stoked. I could see it in his eyes. How did you two meet? Online? Yeah, no, that's the way people meet. I met my girlfriend online. We met on the app Hinge. It's a really common way. Okay, hang on, Robbie, what was that? You're aware of Hinge, are you? No, you're not. She's digging herself a hole and throwing herself under the bus. Me and my girlfriend though met on Hinge, and meeting on the apps is really normal these days, but my mum and dad, they just couldn't wrap their heads around it. So I was like, oh, how did you guys meet? They were angling for me to ask that, and my dad's like, oh, I heard your mum laugh down the corridor, and it got my curiosity. I walked down the corridor, poked my head around in her office, and I saw her smile and laughing, and I thought she was the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen. And I told her that, and then I asked her out to dinner, and the rest is history. It's really beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, also, don't need HR involved. Like, can't do that. I don't need someone from human resources on our first date. And I had to explain it to my grandparents. So they're like Nan's about to turn 90, my grandfather is already 90, they're old, they're Maltese, and they just could not wrap their head around the concept of meeting another person through a mobile phone. I asked them how did they meet, and my grandfather's like, well, I was 15. We were back in Malta, and I knew that your grandmother was the one for me when I saw her milking a cow. What sort of weird animal hand job fetish is old mate just like seeing her work those udders, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna marry this woman. That's pervert. Fucking hell. Me and my girlfriend have been together for about 18 months or so now. And thank you, yeah. Yeah, we're getting there, we're halfway. Yeah, that's for her. Chelsea, if you're... She's not here. Fuck it. She's at home. Where she belongs? No, that's... Yeah, she might be watching live streaming this somehow. No, we've been together for about 18 months, and after the first date, I caught up with my sister, and my sister's like, how'd it go? First date? I said, really good. Think we got to first base. I don't know what that means. It's just something people say. My sister's like, oh, Jeremy, that's disgusting. I don't want to have to visualise you and fingering. So I learnt a lot about my sister in that moment. About what happens when you go on a first date with her. Yeah, I know, right? She's going to try and finger you. You want a number? Get that thumb in there. But my girlfriend's, she started the process of, she's moved in, which is, isn't that a learning experience? Do you two live together? Yeah, sweet. How many pillows do you have on your bed? 2! Fuck man, put a ring on that if you haven't already. That's amazing, 2! Fuck, are you okay? Like, is there... 2, we've got 9 pillows. I used to have 2, she moves in, one person brings 7 other pillows. My day now is just moving these pillows on and off the bed, and I get tired, I want to go sit on the couch and watch TV. Can't do that because there's fucking cushions all over the couch. But, another thing I learned, I needed to buy a bed base. Apparently when you're in your mid-30s, you should own one by that stage. I didn't know that. Also, apparently my collection of empty booze bottles on the mantelpiece is not art. Tragic was the word that she used. Yeah, mate, yeah, fuck. Just sort that shit out there in case of bringing someone home. Oh, she leaves hair everywhere too, my girlfriend. Like, what the fuck is with that? My dog was barking at a mouse in the corner. It was just a clump of her hair. I don't know how she gets some balls yet. There's so much hair everywhere. My dog came up to me the other day, he's like, hey, we need to sort this bitch out. Everywhere. I don't know what to do. Dustbuster's not, it would fuck up a Dyson. That's how much. Dustbuster's not doing shit. Oh, you need one of those Dysons you can strap onto your back. Even then, you're fucked. I used to think that cheating was the worst thing that could happen in a relationship. I am wrong. Me and my girlfriend started watching a TV series together, and I went ahead a few episodes without telling her. Oh, it's not good. Slept on the couch that night, didn't I? After I moved all those fucking cushions. So you used to be able to get away with it though. Like back in the day, in the 90s VHS, you just like rewind it back to the exact correct spot that you resumed watching on, and then it was just an acting exercise to get out of that, loophole. Like, oh my god, Heather Lockley is special guest star. What's going on there? I don't get it. Some people get that reference there. That's how I can gauge the age of the audience. Because some people are like, yeah, what was she always a special guest star in Melrose Place? And then other people are like, who the fuck's Heather Lockley? But you can't do that now. Like DVDs as well, you just press play, like you go back to the start where you picked off. But now on Netflix, you watch a series together, you can't hide. Because you log into the series and you get the red line of guilt across every single episode tile. She's leaving me for Stan. I've been, I'm trying to clean up my act a little bit more, trying to sort out my diet. I don't eat very well. I've been trying to cook and stuff like that, so spending a lot of time at the supermarket. My supermarket, it has a magazine section, which I love because they've got 3 very distinct types of magazine at my supermarket. Homewares, cooking, and why Meghan Markle is a cunt. That's it. That's all they've got. 40 magazines there. 39 are about Meghan Markle. But I'm trying to, there was one magazine there the other week which really got my attention, and it had this like funeral death scene on the front, like it was all like intricate and stuff like that, and the headline of this magazine was $1 Million Lizard Dead. $1 million, does that look like this? Like the Reserve Bank's fucking shit up and there's a lizard that's worth $1 million getting its own special funeral. Doesn't that blow your mind? Isn't that disgusting? I thought it was a really disgraceful way also to honour the legacy of the Queen. Because she was worth way more than $1 million. Old Lizzie. I'm trying to sort my diet out. Last night I did a show, went through Macca's drive-thru, ate my meal alone in my car in the garage. So I could hide the evidence before going inside. My girlfriend is in New South Wales at the moment. It's just me going inside. No one else is home. My dog's looking at me and be like, mate, you can't fucking fool me, cunt. Any surprise. I'll close the show here with this. Like, I've been doing a bit of acting, and I got sent to an audition the other week, and the brief for this audition was 40, overweight, down on his luck. Yeah. And I'm not 40. Like, and all I had to do, folks, was eat a kebab. I'm built, yeah. I was like, I'm fucking stoked. I don't care if I don't get this. Like, I get to eat a kebab for free. That's awesome. And potentially get a TV commercial out of this. And the director, I'm holding into this kebab like it's feeding time at the zoo. And this director staring at me, and he's like, "No, mate, just not authentic." I thought, just not authentic. That cut deep. I've eaten a lot of kebabs. I know how to eat a kebab. But I realised that this guy was right. Because it wasn't authentic. This audition, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday. Who the fuck eats kebabs at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday? No one in the history of anything has ever done that I called my agent. I got another audition. I thought I'm going to make this very authentic. I went straight to the pub. I drank 17 beers, drank half a bottle of scotch, took some MDMA, totally forgot about the second audition. Had a fucking awesome afternoon though. My name's Jeremy Julie. Enjoy